Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Draw with Rob. With me, Rob Biddulph. This is me inside the new Draw with Rob Fantastic Food activity book. Have you got your copy yet? It's very tasty. I hope you really like it. But I should introduce myself, right? Well, my name is Rob. I'm a children's author and illustrator. Maybe you've seen some of my picture books. This one is called The Blue-Footed Booby, and it's all about a blue-footed booby, which is a real bird, and it really does have blue feet. In my book, however, the boobies are master bakers, and this guy, Desmond, gets his cake nicked in the first page, and the rest of it is a kind of following the footsteps type story, a mystery story, who is the thief. It's a lot of fun, and it's very, very silly. This one's quite silly too. It's called Show and Tell, and it's a story about a class of children who bring in sort of successively ridiculous things for show and tell. So, for example, it starts off very sensible. Adam here, where is he? Where is he? Come on, Adam. Brings in a little sunflower seed. Then Betty brings in some bright blue spaghetti. Then Charlie brings in a big pirate ship hat. Then Darcy brings in some gold violins, and it gets more and more ridiculous until things like racing cars and pet alligators start to get brought in, and aliens and the Queen of Denmark and the Loch Ness Monster, and it gets even sillier than that. But again, lots of fun. If you are wanting something slightly longer to read, you could check out my Peanut Jones novels. Middle grade novels about a girl who finds a magic pencil and draws a door with a pencil that becomes real, and then she walks through the door and finds herself in a totally illustrated world. That is my elevator pitch for this story. But it's super fun, and you can see that every one of these books is really, really heavily illustrated. And that's because I think when I was younger, I found chapter books a little bit kind of daunting. And so I wanted to make these have lots and lots of illustrations in, very short chapters with lots of cliffhangers at the end of the chapters, in order that it sort of propels you through the book. That is my logic anyway. So maybe if you haven't read a chapter book before, you could try the Peanut Jones books. Right, too much talking at the beginning, because I know you guys just want to draw. And today we are going to be drawing something from, hang on, where is it? From my latest Draw with Rob activity book, the food book. So can you see I basically turned items of food into characters simply by adding eyes, legs and arms. It really is that simple, guys, but really is fun, and look how cute they all look. So we are going to draw today a burger, a little burger character. So a burger with eyes and with legs and with hands, right? It's going to be fun. Now, I don't know whether you're vegetarian or not. If you are, you need to draw a bean burger, a veggie burger. But to be honest, it makes no difference because they're all coloured brown anyway, the burgery bit, so it doesn't really matter. The important thing is you can fill it with whatever you like. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to fill mine with, and you can choose to copy me if you like, or you can draw something even more tasty. Right, let's not hang around anymore, let's get drawing. In case you've not watched one of these videos before, I will explain how it works. Some people don't think they're very good at drawing. I say that's nonsense, everybody can draw, you just need a bit of help sometimes with the order that we do the drawing in. So that's where I come in, because I am going to break this drawing down, this burger drawing down, into bite-sized pieces. I'm so sorry. I couldn't resist it. So that means I will draw a line here, a curve there, a circle there, a square there, whatever it is. But whatever I draw will just be a little bit. I will draw it, you can pause the video, copy what I do, start me up again, I will draw a little bit more, pause the video, you copy it, then I draw, then you draw, then I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, and by the end, before you know it, you'll have drawn a lovely, cute burger character, and you'll be super, super proud of it. Don't worry if yours doesn't look like mine, it's not meant to, right? You've got to put your own personality into your drawing. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine, it shouldn't look exactly like mine. So don't worry, even if you think you make a mistake, just keep on going. You will find that those mistakes, they will add character to your drawings, trust me. Right, let's make a start. The first thing that I want you to do, about 3/4 of the way up your page, I want you to draw a horizontal line around that length. What's that? 15 centimeters, something like that. So a nice easy start. Then what we're going to do, we're going to draw two little curves on the end on each end of the line going upwards like that. Now I've got my brush pen, so I'm just going to even that out a little bit, like so. Then what we're going to do, we're going to carry that curve up and over in a sort of rainbow arch and join up at the other side. And that is going to be the top bun for our burger. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw this burger. I'm going to sort of go downwards with this burger, because I could draw the bottom bun now, but I actually think it might be a bit easier if we draw each sort of level of ingredient as we go, because then I won't have to worry too much about the spacing. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to draw some semicircles. So the first one, I want you to go about a third of the way along this line here, and I want you to draw just a bit of a semicircle just poking out from the bottom of your burger like that. And then guess what, underneath that we're going to draw another one pretty much parallel like so. Then we're going to move along to about halfway along that line, and we're going to draw another semicircle, but it's going to disappear this time behind that. Guess what, let's do that line again like so. Let's do another one about here, again disappearing behind the other semicircle, and then we can just about fit one more in. So we're going to go down, I'm going to go slightly lower this time, underneath and around. And this, my friends, is the first level of our burger. They're sort of in burgers are like towers, aren't they? They have floors, and this is kind of the top floor really. And you know what? It's a tomato floor. So we are going to just add a bit of detail into our tomatoes here, because these are like sliced tomatoes wedged into the burger. So what I want you to do, we're just going to draw a shape like that inside that first tomato. I'm going to do a mirror image on that side like so. And then in these gaps I just want you to do some little teardrop shapes like that. And these are actually going to be the tomato seeds. Okay, so sometimes you just need to do these very simple little bits of detail, and just makes it sort of tricks your brain into thinking that it's food, because on some, even if you don't realise it, you just recognise certain things as foody things, and tomatoes being drawn like this is one of those things. So that sort of funny shape like that, the teardrop seeds, and already our burger is starting to look delicious, right? Do you agree? Come round there, we're going to go up there, down there, and the teardrop seeds, 2 in there, a few more over here, and there we go. The top floor of our burger is done. Now, before we draw the next floor down, we're going to add another little detail, and that is going to be some melting cheese. This is going to be a cheeseburger, and again, could be vegan cheese if you are a vegan. So what we're going to do, from this second tomato here, I want you to draw a curved line that comes down like so. Then we're going to turn around in a curve, not in a sharp point, in a curve, and we're just going to disappear back up behind that tomato there. Do you know what? I think maybe we should add a couple more bits of tomato at each end. What do you think? What we'll do, we'll add a curve like that and another one underneath it. We'll do the same at the other end, just to imply that these tomatoes go all the way round. I think maybe we should do the seedy thing like this as well, just so people get what we're talking about here. There we go. So yes, this is a bit of melty. Oh, I've done a bit of a smudge. Never mind, not to worry. Look, I've been doing lots of drawing today, so I'm covered in ink. That's not good, is it? But yes, that little bit of melty cheese is kind of hanging down, and it's hanging down over the first of our burgers, because this is going to be a double burger. So this is nice and easy. We're going to draw a kind of sausage shape. Maybe the best thing to do here is, first of all, let's just draw a horizontal line going across like that from about halfway down the cheese, and we're going to stop sort of level with the bun. Then we're going to turn around and disappear up into there, and then we're going to imagine that line carries on through the cheese it turns around, disappears off into there. So that is our first burger. And the thing is, my line's all wobbly, but then burgers, they're quite wobbly too, aren't they? So I can get away with it. God, I'm really, really smudging, aren't I? It's because I've got some ink on I'm left-handed. I've always got ink there on my hand because I'm a lefty. Right, let's do another burger, exactly the same. So I'm gonna start with the curvy bit this time, so I can get it the same size. And this time it's going to go underneath that cheese, so we're going to go all the way along, like that. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Mine's never perfect. Okay, and if you like, guys, by the way, you can add any ingredients you like to your burger. If you want to stick a fried egg in there, you can, or some bacon, or I don't know, maybe something really silly like a slice of cake. Do it, go for it. The rules are with drawing. There aren't no rules. Right, but I'm now going to add another bit of cheese, I think. So I'm going to do a similar shape to that, but it's going to be going the other way just to balance out my drawing. So I'm going to do a curvy line coming down there. And we're going to curve back up there. So it's just like another little bit of cheese hanging down like that. What about some lettuce? Should we add a bit of lettuce? Now I'm going to make this very, very simple. I'm just going to do this like kind of like a bumpy shape like this for my lettuce, because I just want to get some different shapes going on. We've got a few straight lines here and there, so I just think what's quite nice is when we add a bit of variety. So we're going to do our lettuce like this, just sort of bumpy shapes, like a sort of cloud of lettuce, but it will read as lettuce when we colour it in green, obviously. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to put in my burger. So I'm going to do the bottom half of the bun now. Now, the thing to do here, first of all, is to do the horizontal line. So I'm going to do my horizontal line first. I'm going to do it a bit shorter than the lettuce, because I want the lettuce to be hanging over the edge. But then I'm going to curve around, nice and curved, and then go straight up into there. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So, there we go. Look at this burger. Isn't it looking tasty? It's making me hungry. But so far, it just looks like a burger, right? There's no element of character to it. So should we start adding some character elements? Should we start with the eyes? I'm going to put the eyes up here on the top bun. So what I want you to do in the middle, I want you to draw 2 circles. 1 and 2. Quite close to each other. At the moment I'm in a phase of drawing eyes close together. Sometimes I do them far apart. Oh!
Charge my mouse.
Oh, did you hear that? Alexa, stop! My Alexa loves to interrupt me when I'm recording videos, and my Alexa was just reminding me to charge my mouse. Now, I haven't got a pet mouse, it's like the computer mouse. You know, computer mouse, and it's like a remote one, so every now and then I have to charge it up. I didn't want you to think that I was charging my mouse rent to stay in my house or something. Anyway, I digress. Where were we? Oh yes, eyes. Right, let's draw 2 circles inside those circles. Like that. 1, 2, and look. Our burger is awake. And what I like about this is it sort of looks like that's its mouth. It's just full of tomatoes and cheese and burgers. Oh, these things make me laugh. Right, let's give the burger some legs now. So this is very easy. We're just going to draw 2 thick lines coming straight down from the middle of the burger, like so. And then we're just going to curve around at the bottom for feet. Really easy. I often do my legs like this, don't I? Certainly in this food book, I've done most of the legs and arms in the same way, just because it's easy, really. And the arms are exactly the same. We just do 2 lines coming down like that. I'm just going to switch to my thinner pen now, because at the moment I'm drawing my hands like this. I'm just drawing 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers and a thumb. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers and a thumb. Look at this. Pretty cool, huh? He's one of my favourite characters, I think. Right. Let me think. Right now, what I'm going to do, actually, okay. Another key factor when it comes to burgers is, I don't know whether to do this now. No, I'm not going to do it now. I was going to do some sesame seeds on the top bun, okay, so little teardrop shaped sesame seeds. But I'm not going to do that with my pen. I'm not going to do it with an outline. I'm going to do it when I colour it in, because if I do the outline, sometimes, you know, when you colour over the top of pencil, it sort of smudges all the ink. So I think I'm just going to do it with the colours, actually. I'm just going to draw it with the pencil. But don't worry, I'll talk to you about it all afterwards. And also we're going to add some eyelashes and some eyebrows and maybe some freckles and cheeks and things afterwards. But I'm going to go into super speed mode to do my colouring. So I will see you back here in about 20 seconds. And don't worry, I will talk you through everything I've done. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Okay, there we go. There's my coloured in burger. Looks delicious, right? He looks very, very tasty. Now, what can I tell you? Right, so, as with all of these drawings that I do, I'm just doing this while I talk to you. Just, sometimes you have to go over the black lines here and there just to make them pop out of the colour a bit, because I love using coloured pencils, but sometimes if you go over the top of your lines, it sort of dulls the lines a little bit, and so I quite often do this. I go back over the lines in certain places just to make everything kind of stand out a bit more, like around the eyes. I really want these eyes to pop. And I've already done the freckles. Remember I told you I think I was going to do some little cheeks and freckles, so I've already done those. But I decided my light was going to be coming in from this side, so I've done my bun. I started kind of with a light brown, went gradually darker around there just to make it look rounded, and I did exactly the same on the bottom bun, and I did some shadow underneath the cheese and the lettuce just to bring those forward a little bit, and same on the burger. I just did a bit of shadow there just to bring everything forward a little bit. And you can see I sort of added those. I do this quite often, these sort of groups of 3 lines at different angles, and it just adds a bit of texture sometimes, and I think it works really well in the instance of burgers. Right, got to add some extra detail in here. We're going to add some eyelashes to each side. So let's add 3 little eyelashes coming out there, 3 coming out there. The reason I'm doing that afterwards is because of what I said earlier about pencil sometimes blurring and smudging black ink, and also you want the ink to be sitting on top of the colour, so that's why I've waited till now to do it. And similarly, I'm going to do the eyebrows here. Oh yes, sesame seeds. So can you see I've done all these little teardrop shaped sesame seeds going over the top of the bun, and I did do a little outline, but I did it in coloured pencil just so it's a little bit softer than my inky outline. I'm just going to correct that there so it's a bit smoother on the cheese. There we go. But you know what? I'm pretty pleased with this. So I did the shadow. I always do the shadow, don't I? A bit of scribbly shadow. It's my favourite trick of all time. It just makes it look like your character is standing on a surface without you having to draw the surface. And you just make the shadow darker right next to the feet. And it really makes the illusion work perfectly. So there we go. That is the burger. Don't forget, guys. Sign your drawing. Sign your work of art, your delicious work of art, so that everybody knows who has created it, and then it can go up on the wall or up on the fridge, because art is meant to be displayed. Everybody should enjoy your talents. Now, I hope you've had fun doing this. I can't wait to see your drawings. I hope some of you have invented your own burgers and not just copied my ones, so you might have put some really fun ingredients inside your burger. I would love to see that. I'd love to see all of your drawings, to be honest. And the way that I see them is, if you get somebody to take a picture of your drawing and then post it on social media using this hashtag #DrawWithRob, that's the best way that I'll get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, you can just get somebody to post your picture in the comments below, and I'll get to see that too. But as I said, I'm excited about seeing your drawings, not least because this one is making me hungry. So when I see your one, I'm sure I'm going to be absolutely starving. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. You can see lots more of these characters, including the burger, who makes a little appearance. Where is it? Oh yeah, in the Draw with Rob book. You see, I've got the burger and I've just drawn the buns like that, so you can add your own ingredients in there. But there's so many other things in there. Look at all these lovely burritos and taco characters. We've got pizza there, and you have to draw your own pizza slices. We've got biscuits, got all sorts of things. But if you hang around to the end of this video, you can have a proper look inside the book. I'm going to show you a bit more detail, but there's loads and loads of fun food characters, just like our friend Bernard the burger here, because that's his name, Bernard. Have you given yours a name yet? If not, you need to do that. Right, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel? Just click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications, and that way you'll get told when a new video comes out. Also, why don't you subscribe to my newsletter via my website? Then you will get an email when a new video comes out, or when a new book of mine comes out, or when I'm going on tour, because I might be in a town near you, and then in which case you can bring your drawings along to show me in person, and I will sign them for you, and we can have a photo together and all that sort of stuff. That would be good, wouldn't it? So yeah, subscribe to my newsletter. As I said, hang around until after the end credits, and I will give you a little preview inside the Draw with Rob Fantastic Food book. But apart from that, I think we're done here. So I'm going to be back very soon with yet another episode of Draw with Rob. In the meantime, guys, keep those pencils sharpened, keep on reading, keep on drawing, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, everyone. Everyone, it's Rob here, and I'm just popping up at the end of your video to tell you about this, the brand new Draw with Rob activity book. And this is a very, very tasty one because it's called Fantastic Food, and it's absolutely jam-packed full of deliciously cute characters. So what will you find inside? Well, we have lots of puzzle pages like these ones that you can see here. We have pages where I've started drawings off and you guys have to finish those drawings. We have colouring pages, lots of colouring for you to do. We even have some very cool bookmarks that you can colour in and cut out and then use when you're reading. And of course, we have loads of draw-alongs. Just look at these ones. Super cute, super delicious, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun doing these. Now listen, I'm super proud of this book. I really can't wait for you guys to get your teeth into it. And don't forget to send me any pictures you do based on the characters you find in this book. Right, you've had enough of me now. I'm going to let you get on with your day. You can pick this book up from wherever books are sold, and I really, really hope you enjoy it. See you soon. Bye-bye.